Before we get into our lesson for today, I have a little funny for you. It says that two mischievous boys who were known for getting into trouble and their parents were at their wits' end as to what to do. So they went to their pastor and asked the pastor to counsel the two of them. So the pastor met with one of the boys while the other one waited. And as the pastor was counseling, one of the things that he asked the young boy, he said, "Where is God?" And the young boy said nothing. And so the pastor asked again, and then a third time in a stern voice, "Where is God?" The boy got up and ran. The brother saw him and got up and ran out the church as well. And when they got home, the other brother said, "What happened?" And his brother said, "We're in big trouble." He said, "God is missing, and they think we did it." I want to say congratulations to our Kasani Gile, who was just accepted at IMG Academy. So congratulations to the Giles family, and way to go, Kasani. Our youth started out as little babies, are doing big things. So we're really just proud of them. So we just bless you all, and I can't wait to see you sometime soon. As we get into our theme, I am creation. The real of the universe is held in the mind of being. It is thought, ideas, consciousness. The firstborn of anything is an idea in divine mind, creation, creating a thing, an experience, a demonstration through belief. Creation, according to Fillmore, is the key. And as we know, keys unlock that we may open to health, open to answers, open to resources, open to new adventures, open to new fulfilling relationships, and not limited to a new person in a relationship, but even newness in our present relationships. Is all about how we see life and what we believe about life. We are creation. The creative process is the original plan, thinking about and into divine mind. God creates and moves creation through the power of mind, through our ideas, our word. In other words, we put thought in our order, and on the other end, we get what we order. Whether we meant, we can order in a restaurant, we order things from companies, and most times we get exactly what we order. Sometimes we do run into human error, and they may get it wrong, but with the law of truth, it is precise. What we think into comes as. I am creation. The order of creation is from the formless to the form. As Reverend Paul spoke last week, there was void, no thing to see. But as chapter 2 says, mind, the greatest discovery, our ability to think, to have dominion and choice, choosing today whom we shall serve. We need to believe that my word, your word, our word has the power to create, to fulfill a request, a plea, a requirement, a need, a desire. For the law of divine creation is perfect. God is the mind force carrying forward creation under law, like putting a seed in the ground, an idea, putting that seed in. The law of creation cracks that seed, thought, idea, that eventually becomes whatever it is we planted. We have everything within us to acquire that we can believe in. A right understanding and use of divine mind is the only logical key to prosperous living. When we can clearly discern the science of mind, we then solve the mysteries of creation. This power we possess is energy, vibration, power, force that moves thought, that infuses belief, that demonstrates our trust and mirrors our faith. Our master teacher told us there is a divine presence that will lead and guide us if we let it, that there is a power that will operate for us if we believe that it will. This master teacher, along with all masters, said that we cannot hope to derive the greatest benefit from this divine presence as guidance, as answers, as healings, as solutions, as unity, until we greet that presence with love. We say, whatever the question, love is the answer. And since we are creation, our answer to everything is love. Combat discord with love. Combat dis-ease with love. Love that body part. See it healing through the power of mind, which is energy. Deal with that mental issue with love. Love is an energy that dissolves, just like acid. It melts, it dissipates. Love, the love stone of who we are, the essence of God, Father, Creator. All of our prayers and pleas add nor take away from the powers of nature. Our prayers does not change God nor nature. Prayers, meditation, visioning, stillness changes us. And since we are creation, let us entertain thoughts that promote whole health, success, peace, joy, happiness. We are light. As India Ari said, we're not the things that's on the outside. We are that power and presence of God that's on the inside. We are each here for a divine purpose. But are we seeking that higher ground? Are we asking with faith and belief? Are we knocking on the door of the source for that which we need, which we desire? Also, while remembering, it is not us that doeth the work. It is the Father, that power, that love within that gets it done. That's a letting go and a letting God. Our idle thinking is not a good soul, for we will reap idle experiences. But our intentional soul of faith in our healing, our successes, our financial breakthroughs, our wholeness in relations, we shall reap. Just as a seed sowed in the ground and nurtured shall bear its fruit. We are creation. Have faith that this power operates on your word. This teaching is the study of life. Life is our curriculum. This is about the nature of laws of thought, that the movement of what will happen next is determined by what we're holding in consciousness. We have and we will continue in a variety of experiences in life. But how do we think and express God is going to make the difference. We are creation. We have no excuses, ladies and gentlemen. If we want something, we better stand on the principles of truth. All things are availed to the believer. Creators, no more regret, no more guilt. How are we going to spend our spiritual coin, our investment in our life? And can you see what that looks like? We're dealing with substance, manna from heaven, positive spiritual energy that's availed to us in this very moment. You know, when we clean a room or you get your car clean and it looks so good, feels so refreshed. Well, so it can be with our consciousness. It's springtime. Clean up and clean out. Start anew. We have this day and this moment to put the past exactly where it belongs, in the past. We are not here to suffer. We are here to demonstrate a divine power. That intuitive nature and power that's within us is our guidance. It is our roadmap. Get acquainted with who you are and whose you are, that it will show what life and creation is all about. This is the beginning of whatever you can believe. Mine, the greatest discovery, is why we are here. Let us utilize our ability to think and cause something just because. I thought, you thought, and it became. So think in wholeness, think in that success, think in that wealth, think in unity, think in freedom. Freedom is the ability, the movement, the understanding that I am. I am renewed. I am love. I am creation. It is a notion that's what's going on in the world, what's going on with family, what's going on with self. We have wars because we're at war with self. If I am in conflict with my brothers and sisters, with my neighbor, with anything, I am creating something that will stem from my choice of thinking. And I've always told you that our best blessing comes when we're not holding anything against anyone, including self. We are not our past. We are what we think we are in this very moment. So let us always look at the brighter side of life. We always say that God is everywhere present. So whatever we may be going through at any given time, let us remember that God is present in, as, around me right now. What am I creating? We get to create our own paradise, no matter who or no matter what. Your choice of thinking, your believing, your trusting, your faithing gets the job done, brings the healing into the body of your affairs, in between relations. Christ ideas, when we're holding good thoughts, loving thoughts, spiritual thoughts, those Christ ideas are the most heavily charged with spirit, because that means that we're in agreement with the universe, and the universe is willing, ready, and able to release its purse and pour down those blessings. Our words bring forth whatever we put into them. Words are quickened by those who speak them. They pick up and carry the viewpoints of the speaker, weak or strong, ignorant or wise, good or ill, negative or positive. Every word we speak goes forth from our mouth, charged with the atomic energies. Our mind determines the character of our words. What the mind determines, the mouth obediently utters. When the mind of men and women are set on high, nothing stands in our way. We never give up. We never give in. We don't allow defeat to prevent the need or desire from showing up. As Reverend Paul once again reminded us, be patient, wait on the Lord. And that is fueled by our trust and our faith that God is always up to something on my behalf. And when we wait on the Lord, the word shall come to pass. To the one who has a spiritual understanding of life, there is no loss, no dis-ease, no discord, no separation. For the Christ conscious keeps the focus on the vision, the aim on abundance, on wholeness, on divine right action. So when I say I am creation, the I am is that pure being. Creation is our state of becoming. unfolding according to the stage of our enlightenment, to the extent of our awakening to divine ideas. Our part is to form these ideas through consciously thinking them, speaking them, and allowing them to manifest. Thoughts of our God power gives mastery and dominion, which allows us to stay engaged and excited about what's next. Thought is a magnet working in accordance with the law of attraction. So each idea, desire, or feeling exerts its attractive power to draw to itself everything of its own nature or character in order to develop itself. For those whose body is not as strong as one would like, all thoughts of strength are attracted to one another and makes in consciousness a strength center, which builds cells of like character in the body. So your word is to speak, I am strong, even when the appearance is not that, but you speak it as the power and spirit of God weaves that strength, reveals it, transforms that body. When we speak, we are creating a space for change. Allow the power of God to restore that appears out of order. Speak abundance, saying abundance is my inheritance. Speak love and unity across our land. It is time that we truly control our mental house. Know that your word shall bear fruit. But what fruit will we partake of? Let us not get so caught up in the appearances of life that we lose sight of what's possible. You know, kind of like Adam listening to the voice of the serpent and then hiding from God. They're breaking that connection between spirit and manifestation, where then we fail to experience the harmony which is ours already under divine law. Keep your thoughts and your speech in heaven, and it gets better from then forward. I am one with all the good there is. I am creation, creating that good that was promised. We must draw from the divine mind day by day through prayer, that energy and vibration that changes us about how we view a thing. Through meditation, that process that quiets the mind, calms the body, and allows us to listen. Through affirmation and declaration, that throws seeds of trust, belief, and faith into the atmosphere. We are an extension of pure positive energy. Use it for positive experiences. All power has been given to each. We see what life looks like through our consciousness, and then we project those thoughts onto everything around us. Let us see more clearly. See as God sees. The realization of what's to be. See, when we see as God sees, and when we speak, let there be. When you speak, my family, use your 5 steps to move you. Your recognition of God, your oneness with God, your realization of what's to be. Your thanksgiving, Thanksgiving keeps the heart fresh. And your thanksgiving is of the blessing that's unfolding for you right now in the way of wherever and whatever you need. And then our last step, our release of it, to allow the law and the universe to prepare our order, our request, our need, our desire. It's already in the invisible. So come on, creators, get her done. All things have their cause, and every cause is mental. if you could truly believe that regardless of the medication you're taking, regardless of the surgeries you've had or that may be lined up, regardless of the pain that you're feeling, if you truly can reach that consciousness into the whole health of the universe, it cannot fail. It is stimulated by your belief and your trust in this invisible power. Muhammad Ali said, don't count the days, make the days count. I read an article, a professor who was teaching on stress management. He raised a glass of water and asked, how heavy is this glass of water? And people yelled out 20 grams, somebody said 50 grams, but the professor said the weight doesn't matter. It depends on how long we hold it. So for instance, if I hold it for a minute, no problem. If I hold it for an hour, my arm may ache. If I hold it all day, I may have to go to urgent care. But in each case, creators, the weight of the glass of water does not change. A ton of feathers and a ton of bricks is still a ton. The professor goes on to say, if I hold it for a minute, an hour, or a day, a week, a month, a year, and years, it doesn't matter. And so I say this to you, how long will we carry any burden? Free your mind today. Because with this heaviness, with this regret, with this heavy heart, we are creating something, because that's energy that we're dispensing into what is to come. So we are today to create a life that's worth living. When we carry our burdens over and over, they get heavier and heavier, just as the water. The longer we hold it, the heavier it becomes. We carry our hurts and burdens with us everywhere that we go and in the things that we do. So let us be able to release today, because I am creation. We are creators, and we can create a new expression of life in this very moment. What we do on Sundays, what we do during the week, is to allow us to let go of the lesser and grab a hold of the greater. When we let go, don't go back and pick it back up. Life is too short. Enjoy it. Enjoy the life that God has given you. Unleash that divine power that's within you. And yes, some days we'll propose a challenge. That's when the creation of God can create through me, through you, to show just how grand our Creator is. So let your walking in life be just that, a spiritual journey. Let your thinking be from above. Let that peace of God always surround you. Let us keep our words soft, inspiring, and kind, just in case we have to eat them. What we sow, we reap. I am creating my world. I am creating a testimony. The divine idea of God is in our human expression. We are expressions, creative energy that demonstrates the possibility and assurance of what's to come. We are dealing with an unchangeable truth, that sowing, that reaping, that affirming, declaring, benefiting, and experiencing. Do we, New Thought thinkers, really believe? Do we, New Thought thinkers, really have trust? That what looks like enough. And if you say, I don't have enough, that's going to be your truth. This thing we do on Sundays specifically are reminders to listen and implement that still small voice for every request, every desire. Life happens. There are many streams of consciousness that exist in the world, but what are we creating for ourselves? Don't allow yourself to say, I'm too old. Don't allow yourself to say, I can't have. Don't allow yourself to believe that it's over. Life right now for all of us is just beginning. This ministry is to reiterate the truth of our being. I am creation. Stand in the light. Know your worth and your truth. God made this day specifically for each of us. Now, what shall we do with it and in it? I am creation. Peace and abundant blessings to all.